Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey, y'all, welcome back to my channel, SunshinehazeCo. I am Aja A. As you see tarot cards on your screen, you know it's time for a new moon reading. This time around, we're looking at the Libra Lunar cycle. Sorry, this is going to bother me. This time around, we're looking at the Libra Lunar cycle. Looking at the month of October. This video is for my water sisters and brothers of Scorpio. Scorpio sun, moon, and rising. So before I get started, this is a general video. If you feel like what I'm saying isn't resonating with you, go on and check out your moon and or rising sign, which I do have linked down below in the description box, okay? Typical 4-card spread, looking at the energy coming up for you or the energy that you should be tapping into during the month of October underneath the underneath the Libra influence. Any challenges or obstacles you might be facing. As we were talking about Libra cycle here, Libra season, looking at where you need to adjust the scales, where you need to tip the scales in order to come into alignment with your highest good. And as always, a quick little soul message, something extra for you to take away with you from this reading, okay? So let's just go on and get started. The first card that I have coming up for you is in the position of the energy coming up or the energy that you need to tap into, Scorpio, and you've got the home card. This doesn't surprise me coming up here as we are one cycle away from your birthday. So you're closing out a year, you're coming up on a new chapter. In the home card, this card pops up a lot when I do birthday readings for people. So this card gives me this energy, this insight into returning to self. Makes me feel like, Scorpio, for a lot of you these past few months, especially because you've been preparing for the season of change, your season, have been a lot about figuring things out for yourself, figuring out what's working in your life and what's not, and trying to get into this space of where you are completely happy and completely content with that home card. This card popping up here for you in this month, Scorpio, does tell me that this really is the month where you do need to start to prepare for your next rotation around the sun. You've got to really bring things into alignment for yourself and say, okay, where do I feel at home? Where do I feel at peace? Where do I feel at ease? Where am I content? What things in my life bring this type of energy in for me? And I also pick up on this sense of, Scorpio, I feel like some of you have been struggling with kind of this sense of nostalgia of looking back at a certain point in your life and saying, I was really happy here. I used to be like this, and I felt like this was a very good version of myself. And I feel like in the present, some of you may have been feeling like a little bit of a disconnect from those aspects and trying to make moves and trying to, pretty much control the narrative to get yourself back into those spaces. That is very much control the narrative is Scorpio energy. Trying to get yourself back into those spaces, but may have been facing a little bit of difficulty with it. But this home card is telling me that during this month, especially under this Libra air energy with that energy of intellect and perspective, you're going to figure some things out, Scorpio. You're going to figure... and I pick up on the sense that you're going to figure some things out about yourself that need to be shifted with us coming into this new fall season and into the season of change and transformation, that need to be shifted in order for you to, again, resonate within your highest good, come into alignment with, what's best for you, what you're supposed to be having pop off for you in the physical, okay? Okay. All right, the next card that I have coming up in your spread is in the position of the crossing energy, challenges and obstacles you might be facing. And I got two major messages with this one right away. And I'm just like, okay. You got the Queen of Cups here. So first and foremost, this is you, Scorpio. You guys are water. This is the Cups card. This card coming up in a crossing position with that message is telling me, like I was saying, that you guys have been feeling that energy of not really knowing how to return to self, not really understanding how to get yourself back into those spaces and places where you felt like you really rocked with yourself and rocked with what you had going on. But I talked about that already. So the other message that I have with this card is this is a court card. So this could always point to somebody around you or within, or somebody's energy that is very prominent in your space. This could be another water sign, a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, either older or somebody who carries a little bit more of a mature energy, very very loving, very nurturing, kind of sensitive, can also be intuitive. This could be somebody around you that you maybe feel like is living the life that you want to live, or has the things that you want to have, or is getting the attention that you feel like you want, whether it be from certain people or just in general. But with this being a crossing energy, I feel like, Scorpio, you might be lending a little bit too much of your time and your energy to trying to either one-up this person or trying to live the life that they're living, as opposed to just letting them live their lives and you getting yourself back into this space of what works for you. I think it's important for me to say that, Scorpio, and this is not just for you guys, this is for people in general. Other people, when they have what we think we want, or when they have the attention that we think we want, we really can sometimes tap into this little bit of like jealousy and start to act in vindictive ways, or start to, be spiteful. I think it's important for you to understand, Scorpio, that's not what this month is supposed to be about for you. This month, this card, although I'm saying this is the energy that could come in, and this might be a dual thing for you, you might be dealing with both of those energies. It's not time for you to devote your energy to anybody outside of you. It's time for you to devote your energy to you, to make this Queen of Cups you, and return to your sense of what makes you happy, what makes you at ease, what makes you feel like you are being the best version of yourself, okay? Very important. You can always turn these cards into upright positions. So, phase out what needs to be phased out. Try not to devote your energy to what doesn't need it, and devote your energy to you during this lunar cycle. Give yourself a little bit of self-love to return into this home essence, okay? All right. Next card that we've got coming up is in the position of where you need to adjust the scales, where you need to tip the scales. And you've got the Nine of Cups, which is like one of my favorite cards. This is a card of wishes. Excuse me, this is a card. I'm drinking kombucha and I'm just over here burping. Sorry, y'all. This is the card of wishes fulfilled, dreams coming true. This is a card of happiness. This is where you need to adjust the scales. You've got the Home card here, and I'm talking about coming back into this space of where you feel at ease, where you feel happy with yourself. You've got the Nine of Cups, and I was talking about some of you may be lending your energy to things outside of you. One message here with this card, I feel like, Scorpio, is it's important for you to understand that other people's Nine of Cups is not necessarily your Nine of Cups. So if somebody else has their sights set on something, or is doing something and it looks good, or you might be interested, if that's what they're doing and their energy's all mixed up in that, and other people's energy's all mixed up in that, it's just important for you to understand that that is their Nine of Cups. For you, Scorpio, this month, especially with you rounding out your year, it's important for you to figure out what is actually your Nine of Cups. What does your happiness look like? And you've got the Home card too, so this does also tell me, I think this came up in one of your other readings, that some of you guys, maybe some of y'all in relationships, or like really important relationships within your dwelling space, might have either been having some problems or been having like a little bit of a disconnect. This Nine of Cups card is kind of telling me that maybe some of you guys, that those situations are not necessarily situations you don't want to be in. There were just certain things that were happening for you in those situations that made them seem really unattractive and unappealing. But in the grand scheme of things, these situations actually make you happy when they're functioning correctly. So very important for you to remember, Scorpio. And that, again, this is a general reading, so for some of you that may have rocked with you very, very, very toughly. But what is your Nine of Cups? Tip your scales, adjust your scales. I think it's important for you to really spend time during this month, especially before you go into the next month, and looking at what makes you happy, what makes you feel at home, what makes you feel at peace, what makes you feel content, what makes you feel like you have all of these cups filled, what makes you feel like you, the best version of you, okay? Your happiness, nobody else's, Scorpio. What does your happiness look like? What does your happiness look like? And try to think about that without incorporating other people. The other people that come in, if they're supposed to be a part of this Nine of Cups energy, they will find themselves and fall into place where they need to, okay? All right, the last card that I have coming up for you guys, Scorpio, is in the position of your soul message, and you've got a change in the wind. And this card, quickly talking about the numerology, is 12. It breaks down into 3. We are in a 3 universal year, which is all about things coming together, community, creativity, communication. Change in the wind. So for you Scorpios that have been feeling like, you know, disconnected from home, disconnected from where you want to be, from, again, the best version of yourself, you've got a new year coming up. There's a change coming in for you. And just keep in mind that change does not come without any work, and then change cannot happen smoothly with a lot of resistance. Scorpio, you guys like to have control over things. So during this next month, I feel like it's kind of important for you, especially with this Queen of Cups card coming up here and us being in an air lunar cycle, and then we got the change in the wind card coming up here. Go with the flow, blow in the wind a little bit. Just allow everything happening to happen, allow things to play out as they should, and don't try to control the narrative during this month. Just try to fall more into what feels right. And when I say what feels right, what actually feels right in regards to your own Nine of Cups, not in regards to this person's Nine of Cups and you think you want it, and not in regards to, well, this is what I think the Nine of Cups is supposed to look like, so let me try that out. No, Scorpio, go with where you need to be. Go with what you need to be doing. Go with what's important to you. Focus on the self a little bit, and you will find yourself being blown by this change in the wind into where and whatever your Nine of Cups is. Okay? Okay, that's your reading. Hope that resonated with you. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you'd like your own personal reading, you can book one through my Etsy shop. I'm having a fall sale, so check that out. That's linked down below. And check out your moon and or rising sign if you're interested, and also look at that Libra Lunar Cycle video as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.